Yeah, well, speaking of games that you want to replay over and over again,
There we go. There, hard cut right here. There.
that will bring us right into our third topic, which is about replayability in games, and that is the wrong image.
I
There we
changed
go.
it. I changed it.
Yeah, so we are going to talk about what makes games replayable for us, what we look for in games that make us want to return to them.
Absolutely. So, for me, there are many different aspects of why I want to go back and replay a game. One of them can be, for example, the ability to play multiplayer. So multiplayer games are a great example of why I would try to go and play the same game over and over and over again, just because I want to get better at it.
And also, it's never quite the same experience because that's just sort of the nature of multiplayer games. Is no two matches are going to be identical.
I mean, some of them. It depends on the multiplayer game.
Well, yes. Yeah. Generally, that's what the aim is.
Exactly. The aim is just to have different experiences every time that you play it, and that is absolutely the truth. Like playing Smash Brothers, that's a great example of something that has a great replayability value for people that either want to get better at the game or just like to experience different encounters. When there is a lot of not I wouldn't say sandboxy, but a lot of interactions that could happen within the game and a lot of emergent gameplay that can occur. That is something that really appeals to me when it comes to replayability, because I just want to try out new things.
Yeah.
When it's about Smash Brothers, it's like, oh, I want to see what I can do, like this character against this character if I use this ability with that ability, like all these different interactions that I just want to see.
Yep.
Yeah. So that is one of them. You want to go with one of yours?
Okay. This is maybe less profound, but one of the things I find actually is shorter games I'm a lot more likely to replay. Like one example would be Pokemon Snap. I have played through that game several times because I can do it all in one sitting. So it's not really a commitment if I want to replay it. I can just like sit down, speed through it, and be done.
Yes, but is it a matter of because you're trying to fill the time, or do you actually just want to? Oh, I haven't picked up Pokemon Snap in a while.
It'll also be obviously it'll also be a matter of me liking the game in question. But it just if I take a game I like that's short versus a game I like that's long, the shorter one is probably one I'm more likely to replay through, just because I know I won't get bored of it before I'm done.
Yeah,
and I'll be able to see it through to the end with a minimal commitment on my part.
Yeah, that's actually something that I haven't thought about, but yes, I have done that in the past as well. It depends on the length of the game. I know for me, the Uncharted series, since I've done it quite a few times already, it's getting faster and faster.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, is if the speed at which you can complete a game can just depend on how well you know it. Like speedrunners can speed through games that would take me days in an hour. So
absolutely. And there's that's another replayability that might not appeal to us. I don't know if you're a speedrunner, Matt.
No, I wish.
Okay. But that's another aspect. Like a lot of people wanna finish. Like if the game can be completed in a certain amount, like if you can find ways to make the game complete the game faster, a lot of people that appeals to them.
Yeah, basically mastering a game.
Oh yeah, like I've seen some of the things, like the time commitment that some of them take just to cut out like a millisecond, 2 seconds or something like that. It's absolutely bonkers.
Just constant experimentation, pushing the limits of what the engine is capable of and what you can do within it.
It's absolutely insane to me sometimes. Another one that I want to bring up is I have to really like some of the games, like I said, Uncharted. I go back and replay them because I really enjoy the experience with them and it really resonates with me. If they are a favorite game of mine and I remember them fondly, I will try to go back and play them. It doesn't happen as often. It's not necessarily something that I do for a lot of the games. A lot of the games I really like, but it's like, okay, no, I experienced it. I'm okay with not playing it again. But Uncharted, Majora's Mask, like it's my favorite game of all time. Like,
yeah, the 3D Zeldas are sort of that for me. I'll go back to them every now and then. All of them, really. They're all great.
They're pretty incredible. So me playing those, that's another aspect. Like, okay, I will go back to play. I will go back to play those games. Another one that I bring up is retro games.
Yeah.
Me being born at a time where I could only get an SNES, and the games that I played on the SNES were like Power Rangers. By the way, if you haven't played the Power Rangers the movie on the SNES, buy it. It's amazing. In any case, so there's that one, and I played like Goof Troop and all these sort of games.
So nostalgia is what you're getting at.
Not nostalgia necessarily, because a lot of the games in the SNES I missed. Like, I haven't played Metroid, for example.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I always want to go back. I would want to go. At that point, it's not really replayability. It's just a matter of.
That's more our last topic of games to play between releases.
Yeah, but now that you bring up the nostalgia value, that also occurs every once in a while. Like, I will go back and play Goof Troop with my dad, because that's the game that I used to play with him like all the time. I remember it drove him crazy.
That's
every
great.
time he came from work. Because it's like, we need to beat this again. At that point, we were kind of like speed running. Because it was pretty awesome. Yeah, that's another aspect.
And that also kind of feeds into like length, because a lot of those older games are relatively short. They sort of got their length from difficulty, more than anything. And once you've sort of beaten that down, you can get through a lot of them pretty quickly. RPGs are maybe the exception there. They still take a while, but I could probably get through, I don't know, Super Mario RPG or something a lot faster than I could most modern JRPGs.
Okay, I see. Now, when it comes to the last one that I had on my plate, is I put Animal Crossing in there. I'm not entirely sure if that's I haven't played Animal Crossing myself, but it's a matter of sandbox games that allow you to do many different things and get updated very frequently. So like, let's say for now, this is not necessarily a sandbox game, but Overwatch is an example of game that has been updated every once in a while. And I want to go back to play just to see, first of all, to see if I remember, to see what I remember from when I played it, and also what has changed.
What the new stuff is. Exactly.
So I will go back for Overwatch. I've been going back every once in a while. I haven't gone back since the last two heroes, but when I see them, whenever a new hero is announced, I'm always excited to just say, okay, I'm gonna try this new hero out. And sometimes it brings me back and I start replaying the old content as well.
Yeah, if we wanted a more Nintendo-focused example, Splatoon does a lot of that.
Yes.
Lots of new content, new maps constantly.
Even a game that I used to stream a lot, Mario Tennis, it added a new character every single month.
Still getting new content.
Which is absolutely bonkers, but it's something that actually...
And it's all free.
Brings people back.
So that's cool.
That's the best part. Every single time that a Smash character is introduced, I'm like, okay, I didn't buy the character pack, so it's like, so I go to my friend's house and play it for now until I get older. But not when Banjo's released. I don't know if I can resist.
Yeah, I'll have to wait and see who the last two are.
Yeah.
Or just buy Banjo alone.
Can you buy a single character?
Yeah, once the characters are out individually, you can buy them by themselves.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to wait for the last two to come out, and I don't know if I can wait for Banjo.
No, you can just get Banjo alone once he's released. Pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Don't hurt me.
Anyway, this is not Buyer's Guide to Smash Bros. This is
pretty much